Peace and all good things. I think that oftentimes we pray for vocations. We pray for vocations to the priesthood, to the religious life, to marriage. We pray for the conversion of souls. We pray that, our Christian community may grow in number. We pray for the perseverance that we have as Christians, especially during this Lenten season. I wanted to share with you a quote from St. Francis, in which I think really gives us a glimpse into how we can actually put those prayers into action. Where St. Francis says, by day, they go into villages and towns in order to win others by setting them an example. At night, they retire to some hermitage or lonely place and give themselves to meditation. I think that St. Francis really calls us to really do two very important things in our Christian lives that can really win people over, can really be a testimony to others of the Christian faith. The first is that of living a good example. I think this Lenten journey we can ask ourselves, how are we not living a good example? There's that famous story, if we were put on trial for being a Christian, would there be enough evidence to convict us? That famous song, would they know we are Christians by the way that we love our brothers and sisters? How are we? Do we give an example? Sometimes the only homily or the only sermon that a person will hear on a day will be the testimony of our lives. How are we on that? And the second thing, do we spend time in prayer? Or is our Christian call, is our evangelization simply something that we want to do, an idea, a job, a task? Or is it really rooted in our relationship with God and really the source of our energy and our mission really comes from the time that we spend in prayer and contemplation before God? We can't give people what we don't have. And I think that it's really important that the source, the well of our energy, of our efforts, need to come from our prayer and reflection on the life of Jesus and his call to each and every one of us. So while it's very important to pray for vocations, it's very important to pray for Christians and for an increase in our Christian communities, I think that we need to go deeper than that. We need to live an example. People need to see the gospel lived in our lives. And we can't give to others what we don't have. We need to spend that time in meditation, contemplation, and prayer so that we can give to others what we have, our relationship with God, and a calling from God to go make disciples. God bless you.